All right, so this is the Dylan and this is the welcome to the first edition of Dylan and Dylan's story time.
Yeah.
So me and my girlfriend, Dylan and his girlfriend were in Madison, Wisconsin all together, and we drunkenly decided after we okay, so let's set the scene. We were at a bar having a couple drinks. We're all vaccinated. We were all sitting, at a table, having a couple drinks. We were trying some beers and everything. Well, then all of a sudden, all of the waiters in the place that we were at changed shirts, and we were confused. So we asked the waiter why they all changed shirts. Basically told us that there's a soccer team that was actually made like a year and a half ago that is playing tonight, and it's their first home game. So
Yep.
then we immediately, being the fact that we had no plans for the night whatsoever, we're like, well, let's go to this game. Like this sounds great. So we go to this game, and it was amazing. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. We sat in the vaccinated section, which was interesting, as well. And we were all able to so I was the sober driver, so I just had a couple seltzers, nothing crazy. But they continued to drink, and we watched 92 minutes of back and forth, no score whatsoever, just crazy like opportunities happening, just like headers that were just missing, great saves, great defensive efforts, like just shots that you're like, oh, I can't believe that missed kind of thing. And then in the 93rd minute of the freaking game, in extra time, off of a rebound, the guy shot it at the net, goalie saved it off the rebound, hit it in, boom, game winner. Amazing, fantastic game, awesome game. Great coached game by the coach of the Madison Flamingos is the team, by the way. They play in League Two. I didn't know that the Major League Soccer had expanded to develop a League One and League Two. League Two being the lowest league, League One being the next highest, and then MLS is above that. For anybody that's not familiar with overall soccer structure as far as leagues go, typically over in Europe, for instance, there, if you look at the English league, there's the Premier League, there's League One, League Two. If you're in the Premier League, you're in the highest league. If you're in League One, you're in the second highest league. League Two, the third highest. Basically, the way it goes is that you're hoping if you're playing really well in League Three that you can, get recognized by a team in the Premier League or League One and go up and yada yada yada. And then there's also, yes, there is. There's such a Madison team name. We'll talk about it in a moment. But anyways, to finish explaining it, there's also things like relegation, I think is what it is, where if a team in the Premier League is terrible, they might get relegated to League One, and then the best team in League One gets moved up to the Premier League. So it's fun because it keeps the competition flowing. Every team has to stay good, otherwise you might get knocked out. And then if you get knocked out, you lose the esteem and the money and all that comes with being in the upper league. So that's the fun part. So MLS developed this, and now there's two teams. There's two leagues underneath MLS, League One and League Two. This team happened to be in League Two. They were created in 2019. They're called the Madison Forward Flamingos, or Madison Forward FC, I think it was.
Yep.
Which the Flamingos is their logo. Incredible atmosphere at the game. Everybody that was there was awesome. Everybody was into it. Everybody was super exciting. And that's what makes those games exciting, is when everybody that's there is into it. And then, so not only that, but what we're showing you now is me. So I just happened to wear a pink shirt on this day, by the way. This is also just
Perfect.
crazy. I happened to wear a pink shirt on this day with this team, which their colors are pink and blue, hence the Flamingos. And one, you just saw how I love the Miami Vice shirt. Well, now we're looking at a team that's literally the Miami Vice shirt, but on steroids. So I'm like incredibly excited for this. And I like definitely want to get gear at some point for it, just because I've saw some of the shirts and jerseys and kits, by the way, soccer jerseys called the kit, and kits that people were wearing, and they were awesome, and the color schemes are fantastic, and the way that they made the jerseys were incredible. So I absolutely love it. But anyways, yeah, so then we watched this game, and it's 93 minutes of just, or 92 minutes of just crazy back and forth, amazing defense, both coached very well teams. And then all of a sudden in the 93rd minute, off a rebound, game winner. The crowd went insane. I jumped up, and we were jumping up and hugging each other. Like, it was just an incredible atmosphere. And then not only that, but shout out to the people sitting in front of us. The person that was sitting in front of us was the coach's wife. So that was wild too.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then Yeah, and then this is their mascot that's there. I guess this is like how it's just the whole thing is amazing. And but yeah, essentially we sat behind the coach's wife, and she, of course, she was excited about it because it's literally her husband's coaching the team. And then we were hyped about it, so we were all hyped together. And then not only that, but then the other woman that she was with showed us that somebody that was at home that they knew was watching the game had taken a picture on the screen of where they were sitting, and you can see the people in front of us. The pink woman is the one that showed us the photo. It's clear just me on the screen, right there. And then
It's like
Dylan got
bar on
Mike
my
Wazowski'd a
face.
little bit.
Yeah.
Dylan got Mike Wazowski'd a little bit and got shown a little off camera. You can see he's still there. He's on screen. The best part is though is there's probably frames where you're on screen. It's just this is the frame that she sent. But
Yeah, I gotta pull
anyway,
up the VOD later on to rewatch the game, see if we got any more shots.
yeah. So anyways, this is where we were at. It was fun. It was amazing. It was our first sporting event outside of COVID and everything that's been happening since. So first sporting event in like a year and a half, 2 years now. So incredible watch, and it was worth the price of admission. It was only like what, $20
like
a ticket or something.
It was absolutely worth it.
It was so much fun, so much fun. And it just, the crowd was crazy. The band never stopped playing. The fan section never stopped going crazy. They actually, after when the guy hit the game winner, if you remember, they like freaking knocked down the advertisements on accident because it was like so wild. It was so much fun. Such a great experience. Everybody please go to those games if you're in Madison, or just go to one just for fun, because it was so much fun, and it was a great time. And
yeah, everyone was there for like a good time too. Like the energy in the stadium was awesome. Everyone around us was having a really fun time. It was like fun to be in that environment, just like having a couple back and forths, like the opposing team and everything, and a couple of like call outs, all that. It was just fun to be in like in a live sporting environment. And also just I think I can barely remember what I was going through and saying, but I was being annoying and everyone else in front of us was still having a really good time. So everything I remember of it, it was a fantastic time. And yeah, again, we just lucked out because we were a 3-minute walk from this, having zero idea, one, that there was even a stadium there, and then two, that there was a game happening within like 20 minutes. So just a weird stroke of luck.
yeah, no, it was amazing. It was literally just the perfect happening. And then we accepted it was like the universe pointing to like, hey, this will be fun. And then us being like, yes, we accept that universe. We will go to this game. And we did. And it was amazing. And it was fun. And I had an awesome time. And I absolutely loved every second of watching this game. And
feed the cows. Yeah. Go and feed the cows.
Oh, feed the cows there. There's the cow, which who is like the Bessie like Messi is what its name was.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that cow is the one that was it was a calf when the team started, and now it's a full-grown cow, and now it has its own calf, which is also at the game. So this is just everything you could want, in a game. And not only that, but like the other thing too that struck me is when you go to games, a lot of times like fans are there. You can tell when fans are there for just just that game, being that it was their first home game. But like literally everybody had jerseys. Like literally everybody had gear. Like everybody was ready to go. Like everybody had shirts, everybody had scarves, everybody had kits. Like it was just like, I was really surprised to see like the amount of fanfare that was going on, and the amount of like just actual spirit that was being shown into this team that literally was having their first home game of their existence. It was just awesome. It was such a great time. And like the environment and the fans were everything to make this. And then, like I said, the game lived up to the hype, considering it was literally scoreless for 92 minutes until the game winner in the 93rd minute. It was like such a tension build hype. And then just all of it exploding in one swift kick into the net.
Yeah. No, it was a remarkable. I don't even know. I was trying to get stats on like how full it was. It felt a lot more full than it actually was, especially in terms of energy wise. But like also the area around there was obviously like newly done, and everything's been moving into Madison. But like it was a nice area. Obviously we spent hours eating and drinking at I think it was a Vintage Brewing Co. that was there, which was awesome. And being able to walk to that and also have it be affordable. Like cities need more affordable sports like that and things that are close by. And from what I could see in the apartment buildings and everything else that was around, and you kind of see into the stadium, which is like imagine having a balcony seat for something like that would be a ton of fun. But
Yep.
I don't know, it was just like nestled in a nice area, and I can't believe I did not see anything about that beforehand. So I'm just happy to see more of that.
Well, it's because they're also just so new. And then we also like you don't live in Madison, and either
Yeah.
like we don't live in Madison, and we have the Chicago Fire at our in Chicago. So it's one of those where we just didn't know they existed, but now that we do, hell yeah, we're gonna go to games in the future if we possibly can. It was an awesome experience. It was an incredible time, and I wish nothing best for the organization because it was. And I full heartedly think they're gonna do fine and be around for years and years and years to come because of the amount of excitement that was there at that team and that organization. It was awesome. It was
Yeah.
such a fun experience. And with that logo and that that color scheme, it's absolutely
Yeah,
whoever
your own kind of
designed
vice
that.
like jerseys.
That's what I'm saying. Whoever designed that, man, great job. You deserve a round of applause just yourself.
Yeah, I mean, God, think of the cruise wear sales you're gonna be able to like get to people just just for that.
Oh yeah. It's amazing. Like I want like a flowered shirt. I want that pattern and the symbol on the shirt, but in a shirt. Like I want the whole pattern over the shirt and then I want that symbol there.
Yeah.
Like that's the shirt that I will wear around.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to look more into like the founding and everything of it because it seemed like you said it was strange for it to not have as many home games, but to have that many fans and people with like merch and a following and stuff.
Yep.
So like that was unexpected for how much time I think they had spent there. So whoever like did the demographics and like where they're gonna put the team, like he did a good job with that.
Yep. The team just did a fantastic job with obviously it's marketing, obviously bring the community together. It's, like Flamingos right off the bat is obviously not a name that you would like immediately think is going to be a successful team name. It's the same how I felt a lot like the Pelicans when it first started. But like when you start seeing like the uniforms and then like the logo looks pretty cool, even though it's a flamingo, that looks pretty dope still.
Yeah.
And like it's the whole thing is great. The whole
Yeah.
thing is well designed, well deserved popularity, and I hope that they continue to grow and become popular. And I would love to go to a game in the future, and I hope to get merchandise at some point.
Yeah.